Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's do our daily. Let's do our daily. Today, I believe, is the 10th of July. Just kidding. June. The 10th of July. What's happening the 10th of July? Ooh, I'll be in Nashville on the 10th of July. I'll be in Nashville. Hey. Hey. But this is going to go now into the next. Oh, there was like a bee or something. Hold on. This is gonna go now until now next couple days, okay? Hey. Freaking hot. I had to cover my back though. I had to cover my back. I didn't grab any freaking water. Yeah. I just put shorts on and oil skin is burnt. That's not gonna cut it. I gotta grab a water. And the tiny little bugs are sticking to it. Here I go. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Somebody sees something. Hey. There she is. There she is. You guys can't see my legs, right? Can you see my legs? Yeah, look at booty shorts on that are not appropriate. Can't see my legs, right? Not appropriate. Even my dad was like, he saw me in the shorts yesterday. I just happened to throw them on. I was like, I'm going to the beach. I'm going to the beach. It's okay. All right? How do you want to imagine that? Dad? Probably not, okay? So, let's leave that where it should be left. So, that one really wants to make an appearance. How many change? Okay. Good morning. Thank you. 6 of Pence. 3 of Swords. So we have some sorrow. We have some heartache, or it's just someone who wants to. Somebody just wants synergy in their life and is having a really hard time figuring out how to do that. You do have 3 and a 6, which is 9, but I'm looking at it 3, 6, 9. So to me, it's that mind, body, soul, and there's another 3. You know, it's like establishing the strength, having the strength. And it's just like, first card out, Three of Swords, you know. What else are we looking at? So this is today, next couple days, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe. Next 6 days, next 9 days, unfortunately. But not that it's unfortunate, troops, okay? This is like acknowledging something, at least reflecting, you know. It's like the hermit mode, but like in a good way, you know, like enlightening themselves type thing. Yeah, see, 6 of Wands, and now you got 2 6s, 2 3s. So it's victory. Um, that's where the 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 wheel has been sitting. I couldn't see my chat. Sorry. That's where the wheel has been sitting. So I'm not looking at this as like awful energy. It's just it's heart warming energy. I mean, it can hurt too, right? But like, what's important is the synergy. Like, as soon as the synergy occurs or takes place, that's when victory is yours. So it's like overcoming something that needs to be overcome. Hi. Hey. It depends. This talks about prudence, though. It also talks about listening to your inner voice and the voice of the divine. So it's almost like whatever's happening is like, let me pull a lesson. It's steps. You can't skip these steps. Definitely accepting what's happening in your life. So some are like in sorrow, right? Others, it's once again that material success, though. Like, but to me, it's synergy is required here, and with the 8 of Pens, it's teamwork. So everybody's happy. You know, if you need to be that one that's uplifting, then it's like pushing through whatever you set your mind to. So if you decide to stay in that sorrow, well, then that's where you're supposed to be temporarily, you know. But to me, it's like, you know what you're here to do. It's freeing yourself because you get the freedom, you know. It's creating your own happiness. And like I said, for those who are not happy right now, it's you create it. You create your happiness, you know. I was telling somebody the other day, she met me at the beach yesterday. Someone I haven't caught up with in a long time, and I had a lot of friends come to the beach yesterday, and we were talking about the move, you know. And she's like, I can't believe you can do that, have the courage type thing. And it's heavy on me like that, you know. Friends and family who I'm leaving behind, I can pick up the phone, I can video chat, because I told her at the end of the day, it's what's best for me and my children. It's what makes me happy at the end of the day. If I'm not happy where I'm at, I don't feel evolution. I don't feel that type of momentum anymore. Don't stick around. Same goes for you guys with this. You know, it's you can either choose to push through or sit in it, unfortunately. And you know, unfortunately, that's what some of you guys are choosing, and you know, that's on you. You know, But it's like, again, we have a situation where somebody, is not even acknowledging the pain. It's just like, I'll work overtime. I'll put all my thoughts, my effort into, not going towards what I actually want in life. You choose to get yourself out of this energy. You have a choice. It can be victorious. You can work together. Teamwork. You know. You gotta push through. You gotta look at something in a positive manner. You gotta inspire yourself. Find something that inspires you. Don't wait to be inspired. Because at the bottom of the deck, you have freedom. I create my own power, my own, my own free mind, thoughts, energy. You create your own happy, so it's on you. So I hope, you take yourself out of this mode, or I just hope it's temporary. It could be telling me too within the next couple weeks, especially with the full moon. And we had the full moon scope, and then we had the new moon in Gemini, and this new moon was just as powerful, not just as, but pretty damn close. Okay, new moons aren't usually as powerful, but they're more enlightening. But like, with all the moons, the release and the flux and the reflux, you know what I mean? It's like, we're in this energy. So some of you, it's not you purposely trying to stay in sorrow. It's, you have a bad day, and then you wake up the next day and like, I know what I need to do, and if it leads me in a new direction, then so be it. Because you're creating your own freedom right now, because that's your lessons, right? Is to push through and create your own freedom, your own happiness. So you do have the energy of up and down, but that's because stuff's aligning. You're just trying to figure things out. Okay, just don't stay in that sorrow for too long. You got to be more optimistic. Okay, more of an optimist than a pessimist. More of an extrovert than an introvert. Introvert. What else are we looking at? I love that sun just kind of is behind a cloud right now. Two of Swords. So this is peace restored though in this deck. Okay, so that's great. Coming together, working together, playing together, creating your own freedom with or without restoring your peace of mind. All right, which is fantastic because this is kind of flowing with the weekend energy. It's just that positive outlook if you choose to have that positive outlook. Little flyaways. Someone's coming out of some chaos, some type of storm, some type of, probably for some of you, tower. Like, to me, when I keep looking over at this Three of Swords, the energy I'm like seriously feeling is like, one day you can be so bent out of shape, and then the next day you're okay. Not bipolar-ish energy, more like just bummed out about certain scenarios, the way certain stuff gets played out, that type of stuff. So you got the Seven of Wands. All right, so it's the Lord of Voger. All right, so it's almost like, as soon as that energy is like, as soon as you restore your own peace or whatever's happening, it's, you got somebody around you taking my Cancer spread so far, not my Cancer, water in general. All right, for June. But the 2 sevens are side by side again, and of course here's that purpose, and the 77 is all about getting on your purpose. So this takes time. Okay, it does look like since some type of situation is going to be restored. We did have that whole friendship thing going on, and I didn't really want to link this, and I'm not, but I'm looking at my messages for my extended, and the last word I see is friendship right there. So it's restoring peace between two people, especially with the eight of pence is teamwork coming together. Is is two. I almost said twinsy, but I didn't mean to say twinsy, and I didn't mean to say duality. Dual? It's probably dual was the word I was looking for. Two. Takes two. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It looks like our feminine energy is in that sorrow. And with the six of pence, with the prince of swords being right there, because it's like the queen's looking right up at the three of swords. This can be man or female, it just depends. All right, and then with the six of pence, with material success, we have the princess of swords. With that coming in with the princess of swords is telling me somebody is focused on material needs right now more than anything, probably to take their mind off the financials. I mean, off the love. But she's actually looking up. Both these cards are actually looking up at the Lord of Sorrow, which is the Three of Hearts. So, Three of Swords, sorry troops, especially if you're my newbies, I always say Three of Hearts. I'm going to show you. So, it looks like the feminine energy that's kind of dwelling. And look at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Swords. But this is Lord of Victory next to the other Victory. But this is the woman who runs around with, you know, she's got his head in his hands, runs around the village like, na, 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 you know, like, na, 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 na. I chopped your head off. That's not a win looking at something like that. It's way, there's such purpose on the board, right? So it's like, you can't look at this read as bullshit. Can you call someone out on bullshit? Possibly. So it's like this Queen of Cups is extremely emotional. And it's like it comes in and out. It's like that rush, the rush of the winds. You see what I'm saying? It's like one of those, like I said, maybe you have a good day and then the next thing you know, it's like, the next thing you know, you're crying. You're upset. I don't read these cards reversed, but considering the Six of Wands is here, if that was reversed, sometimes, you know, that's somebody feeling defeated. This is work, love, finances, career, general. So it looks like the next few days, next 3 days off and on, 6 to 9 here and there, because this is not everyday emotion. This is not everyday crying. If you're everyday crying, you most definitely need to restore your own peace and harmony, your own freedom. What I'm seeing and understanding from what I'm reading is this is energy that it comes and goes. You can be having a fantastic day and the next thing you know, something upsets you, you cry, you pick yourself up. This is not everyday lingering. This is just so random. But you're pushing through, you're persevering. You know, it's synergy, it's finding balance. It's your own happiness. Pushing through. And I'm dead serious, like honest to God, like if you're crying every single day, you gotta restore your own inner peace. Okay? And it's hard, but you gotta do it. It's like you go right to bullshit, right to vulgar, right to screw this, I'll cut it out. Don't do that. I feel like an established group here. I don't feel topsy turvy. Someone who is grounded, somebody who knows how to make decisions, somebody who knows how to be a team player, somebody who knows how to give duality. But you do have some emotions running high, whether it's linked, whether it's linked to work or love. Okay. Next couple days. And I feel July 10th was something. I'm not saying this is going to be 30 days of ups and downs. It would only be like 20. Well, what do we have? 30 days in June? Yeah, it would be like 20. No, it would be 30 because there's a 10th. And if you went to the 10th, you got the death card. So this is a transformation, but this is a successful transformation it's already in the process. So this is why you're having these ups and downs, highs and lows. It's not, don't overthink it. Like I said, if you're in that overthinking, you gotta create your own peace. This is energy where it's like, just let the universe work for you, because you had the wheel. And that's not every zodiac, but I will tell you, for my water, the wheel stuck out the most with your friend and a purpose, right? We'll have to see what every other day brings us, but as of right now, it's, you know how to combine all these energies, you know, and what you're going through is just, it's a transformation. And like I said, you would know this if it's just that flux and reflux energy that you're going through, okay? So the outcome is going to be fantastic for you, and you might not see it, or eventually you will, you know, because it's that same song that I sang earlier, like, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone, I can see all obstacles in my way. So it's like, you know, you're aware of what's bothering you, you're aware of what needs to be worked on, with or without anybody else. And your emotions are here now, which is good. It's not just thoughts, right? Because you need to combine both of them in order to succeed at anything you do in life. You gotta have that balance. So, um, what's gonna work? Teamwork. What's that? Wonder Pets. Got the Three of Wands. It's having the strength to push through. You haven't. You definitely have that fixed energy in you to push through. You see what I'm saying? You know how that's ironic how that works, because some of you need that fixed energy. You need your Aquarian, Taurus, Scorpion, Leo energy. Because your future right now is the Three of Wands, right? With this Eight of Pence, can sometimes talk about apprenticeship, teamwork, Virgo energy, right? But like, this Three of Wands is established strength. Sitting on top of the Eight of Pence is part of your purpose. So this new start, you're about to get on it. If you haven't yet, you're about to. See what I'm saying? Like, because the transformation's right there. And if you stick to what you know you can establish, where you know you can go, what it is you're able to do, here comes that restored peace. Why? Because you're pushing through. You had the strength to look at something differently, regardless of your ups and downs, regardless of crying here and there. It's like, you could have held it in for a long time. You might not have wanted to see something. you know, because now you're using the water and the swords, you're combining it with the pence, so you're grounding your energy, and you're, you know, it's like you're choosing to see something in a positive way, even though you'd rather not, and that can be painful, but you're pushing through. And for those who haven't been able to understand what's happening with your energy quite yet, this is it. You know, it's you're through a transformation, so it's hard to see, but you're here's that transformation. So you're gonna start seeing within the next few days. 6 days for some of you, okay? Majority of you is 3. You're surrounded by 3s and 6 with this transformation. And I felt 3, 6, 9 too. But, and then you have the 7, 8, 9 with the 2 of swords and 7 of wands. So it's like you got the 3, the 6, and you got the 9 right there. You got an 8 sitting under the 3. That'd be an 11, 2 days. But it's all about, to me, that's that path right there. That's that opening. That it's using that strength, that Leo strength, that fixed sign with the grounding energy, grounding your scenario. So, you know, it's like the AAAs. It's like the AAA in effect, but you're not too happy about it. But you're okay. You're strong. You're strong. It's gonna have a great outcome because you decided to push through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't go wrong. I will tell you, you know, there's always the people, you know, there's always the ups and downs, up and down, you know, but, and then that down is like, damn, how long you want me to stay down? Well, however long it takes for you to realize, you know, you just don't go through one hardship and then things are supposed to be, you know, bubblegums and rainbows. It doesn't work that way. Towers can go with the tower card. That's in and out energy. A lot of people look at it like, because I can feel like something with that, you know, with the tower, even though it's not here, but the tower is, it, a lot of people look at it as like a good thing or a bad thing, but they look at it as like it comes in and then it's like, it's sudden. And then clearly you figure your way out, right? But it takes a couple weeks to get out of a tower because it's universal. It's something that you really needed to see and push through and accept, right? So you're probably coming out of that because the tower is not presented. Because this is, even though the lessons are not here, they're here. Like the 6 of swords, certain other cards, karma cards, they're not here. So it's like you've already in the midst of it. So now that we have mind, body, soul, that was a big step for somebody. That was a big step for mankind. Okay? This is major for somebody, this energy. And now we got 2 8s, 2 8s again. So it's like, but now it's the 8 of wands, right? So it's swift, it's fast. So this is linked to the restored peace. So you're going to get a message, or this is, you know, as soon as you get on your new journey with the 3 of wands, as soon as you start this journey, it's like your life is restored, your harmony. For some, it's with somebody. But with the 3 of wands and the 8 of wands together, that's travel. It's also your future. Like your future's here. So see what I'm saying? Like this transformation is major. And major transformations take time. So that's why I said this energy is going to linger a little bit, but you don't have to worry. I really want to like stress that to you. It's mind over matter. But it looks like you're finding a way to use your mind and your soul at the same time. I think it is. Especially after something, especially when you feel defeated, especially going through a transformation. So we're going to pull one more, and then I'm only going to clarify a couple because it's kind of, I almost said easy peasy, but it's not easy peasy. Someone can be in denial. But we got another 3. There we go, the three threes. This is material work, it's contracts, it can be teamwork too. New job, new journey, new foundation. But it's standing your ground. So say you're about to go into a new job for some of you, just be careful with the contract. Cross your T's, dot your I's. Stand up for yourself. Say you don't like something in the contract. Make sure you say, I don't like this. Like, I'm not okay with that. Like, that's it. I'm not okay with it. We got to rewrite the contract. Don't look at something as a loss. I mean, what if you're dealing with this contract, you're dealing with this stickler, like this is the way it's going to be, take it or leave it. So you don't, like there's no room for negotiation. That's not true. It's a contract. They want you, right? So there's always room for negotiation. If you question anything, you talk about it. Because listen guys, it's getting you on your purpose, right? And it's the 7 of Wands next to the 3 of Pence. That talks of contracts, standing your ground, establishing what needs to be established, right? But not letting anyone take advantage of a situation. Home care, it can be anything, right? But I'm just saying, like in general, like make sure you're crossing all your I's and T's, and make sure you're standing up for you. I think you're dealing with somebody with that Emperor energy with this contract where it's like my way or the highway, but that's not true. Especially if they came to you and they're willing to sign a contract. They think you're just as valuable, right? So don't forget your value. Don't forget what you present. It's that type of energy. What is this glowing on my shirt? What is that? Do you see it? Oh, it's just the sun. I was gonna say that was really random. Looks like I had like little, what do you call those? Not tapestries. What do you call the little things? Taps? I don't know. Little things. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like the dances. So what do we want to clarify? Because that was pretty straight to the point. This transformation, man or female, is a transformation. It's sitting on top of victory. You're going to be good. Even if you feel like you're going in a new direction, but it feels like there's nothing in that direction, trust me, there is, because your purpose is here. Okay? Your purpose is here. And it takes time to align. So even moving forward, right, it's still like an apprenticeship. No matter if it's love, work, finances, it doesn't matter. It's still that fresh energy. So don't devalue yourself either. Like I said, you're just as valuable to this company if there's a contract involved. Don't settle for less, because your purpose is here. This is exactly where you're supposed to be. So I'm telling you, like, don't get overly caught up in something. I don't see energy of that. I see the Emperor kind of being like that, like this boss man or woman type energy, being more like that than you. To me, you know how to compromise. I don't see overwhelming power. I see power of somebody who's mastered something, going in a new direction, so maybe being a little bit down, but also knows how to persevere and push through. Learn lessons. Somebody who knows life's not easy. It's that type of energy. in these emotions, they rush in and out. With the Princess of Swords, that's the rushing wind, right? So it's so random. It's one of those things where you could even be in somebody else's energy and you're like, is it mine, is it somebody else's? Don't question it. I know it's a thing. If you need to tell yourself it's someone else's energy to push through, then you do that. But don't do that every time, because you got to own up to your own feelings too. This is somebody who's just starting to own up to their own feelings again. Okay? So don't mask that one area for whomever's in that situation. And I think somebody was a little too focused on material things, but I think now that that energy is kind of subsided. So I don't really need to spend too much time focusing on that. Tell me about the Death card. So this is a transformation. It's something that can be victorious. You don't have to really worry about it. It has to do with your future. Pushing through, moving forward. You know, you got the High Priestess. So this is, again, it's the Silver Star. It's this woman using her intuition. She's strong, she's powerful, she's spiritual, she's being guided through this process. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you gotta look at it like that, even if it feels slow, because it's setting you up for a lifetime. And that's two major arcana. That's clarifying a major arcana with a major arcana. That's divine. And it's right next to the two sevens. So they got you. Okay. This is the way this looks, because they're all looking right up to material success. So as soon as you get yourself out of this sorrow, here comes all this success, but it's like mastering it the right way, and you're in the midst of doing that, right? Because you have all these women looking in the same direction, and they're all looking at the sorrow, but it's in between material success too, right? So it's you using your power, your insight, your intuition. It's getting done the right way. If you're questioning how you're feeling right now, okay, regardless of how it's going down. I feel like you're saying like somebody missed the train. It's something like that. Like somebody, I'm gonna do the restored piece for you guys, because I can feel like somebody missed. You're like, but somebody's gonna miss their flight. Someone's gonna miss their ride. But it's like, you know it now, and it's okay. You know, like, because you're probably dealing with somebody, if it's the Emperor energy, is choosing to miss the flight. Choosing. You're about to be extremely powerful, whomever this group is. And it could just be with love, it could be with money, it could be universal, it could be spiritual. It's great. It's it's fantastic, actually, because it's like happening behind the scenes. I just heard feathers flocking, like ruffling. Like there had to have been big feathers. Like it almost reminded me, I think, like the great blue heron, the great blue herons that are out there, how they take off. That's exactly what it just sounded like. So you're about to take off. Tell me about this restored piece. I think you have the strength. Whatever this contract or next move is, with whether it's a contract with love and you're unaware, it's a spiritual contract. It's getting you where you need to be. You had to have learned lessons, because now you know how to stand your ground, right? You know how to persevere. You know how to push through. You know how to accept defeation. Is that a word? Judgment. All right, so it's up to you. With the restored peace, it's up to you whether or not you're going to forgive yourself or forgive someone else. You can't avoid judgment. And with the Ten of Cups, see, you're going in the right direction. So again, it's up to you. It's up to you. What do you choose? You choose happy, even though it might be quite the hot ship to get there. Who knows what you're leaving behind? But this is also telling me, once again, with your purpose and you using that mind, body, and soul, regardless of pain that comes in and out, you know, in order to perfect your success, it's all about you at the end of the day. So don't forget who you are, okay? It's a matter of us feeling it, believing it. I don't think I really need to. Let me just find out about this contract. But again, like I said, with this contract, could be work, could be love, could be a spiritual contract, it could be an actual contract. It's definitely one or the other for whomever this is, okay? It's the King of Cups, so it didn't really tell me much. I know a lot of you like to link the water with love, but not necessarily. Could just be a boss, and you're dealing with a Cancerian, I mean with a Pisces. With the Two of Wands, you could be dealing with an Aries, because that type of energy is yeah, this is arrogant. This, well, you could be dealing with somebody who's arrogant, but like, to me, this is a boss, not arrogant. You know, somebody who's just doing their job. Or if this has to do with love, I will tell you, you are dealing with somebody who's arrogant and likes to dominate a situation. And we saw some of that domination, controlling of the energy, feelings, that type of stuff in the Pisces read, right? And this is Pisces with the King of Cups. So, and underneath we have the Nine of Swords. This is an anxiety. This is somebody being cruel, somebody controlling, dominating, you know, and is probably somebody you have a contract with that I think is wrapped up, or somebody who's coming back together and you're meant to fix it because you have the restored peace here, right? And you got the forgiving, whether it's you or someone else. Opportunity with the Ten of Cups, we saw that in our water signs. Okay, so it's just this energy that's around us right now, whether it's hasn't kicked in for you yet. If it hasn't, it will soon. And others of you, you're in it. And like I said, it's like getting over that tower moment. So it can take a couple weeks. To me, you're already in it. Like the tower already hit. With or without anybody in your life. It's you. It was solo. It was a solo tower. Even if it was with, and even if it involves someone else, at the end of the day, it still affects you. So it's a solo tower. All right. So it looks like you can have a fantastic outcome. You're either restoring your own peace and moving towards your happiness and letting go what needs to be let go of, because you can look at it that way too. Why be with somebody who's cruel? You know, but you're within the next week or so, you're going to figure that out if you haven't already. See what I'm saying? You know what you want out of life because you know how to push through, because you've been knocked down, man or female. Get it? See what I'm saying? So like, you're either leaving this person or this is the person that's coming right back at you. Either way, you're going to know how to control the situation in the right manner because of how you're working with your thoughts, how you're working with your mind. You're using your entire body to pick yourself up, to ground yourself. Okay? So it's a win-win. It's a win-win, even if it feels like a loss. Okay? Even if this person comes in, it's saying you can honestly have that Ten of Cups. You have an opportunity. You don't go straight to your Ten of Cups after you restore peace. You might have a great night, you know, but it doesn't work that way. This is, you guys can reach fulfillment if you can forgive each other and move forward and restore harmony, right? But that also, you know, takes teamwork. It takes, you know, standing up for yourself too, and compromising. It takes a lot of stuff. Okay? Listening to each other, hearing each other out, not interrupting. If you don't like what's being said, it's hold the thought for a minute. Well, don't really hold the thought in the midst of a conversation. Try to understand, and then if it's still bugging you, go back to it. Don't interrupt each other. Work or love, because that's work or love, or it's both. You gotta conquer both, right? So, and for some, it's most definitely a boss or a husband, because it's King of Cups is Pisces energy. and they were the ones that were dominating a situation before. All right, so either way it can work for you. And others, it's, you know, you had to let go of it, you know, you pushed through because you know it didn't serve you. So honest to God, either way you're pushing through and you're persevering. So congratulations, it's gonna work out for you either way. Honest to God, it's your purpose. You're learning. Well, it's like you've already learned it, but it's like you're following through with it, and it's hard, but you do it, right? Because you know at the end of the day it's all about you and what you want and where you're going. So it's a beautiful read for the next couple days. I'm going to pull you one of these cards for your best advice, and then I'm going to work on the extended reading for you guys, and then we'll be back tomorrow and we'll do another element. Best advice for the daily energy. And I said 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, maybe. And that's 3 days. I go again with the threes. All right. But to me, it's more mind, body, soul. And when you reach the point of mind, body, soul, you're not really in a rush. You're just kind of flowing, you know. And your best advice is guidance. It's being guided, and you have reconciliation, you know. So it's like for some of you, it's reconciliation can be reconciling with yourself too, finding yourself again. It's either or. Regardless of the direction you go in right now, you're being guided, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful energy to know that they got you like that. You would know or feel it. Well, no, not necessarily. You wouldn't. Not even if you watch tarot. Others of you, you know, you feel it. It's numbers, it's guidance, it's sequences, and then others, it's just like, you know, there's only one way out, and that's to push through. So it's fear, and others of you just, you know, it's the hope, it's the faith. And if you're not feeling the hope and faith, it's gonna get restored. So you do feel it. So you know, so you feel important, because that's important to push through. Okay. So just keep going in whatever direction you feel at the end of the day is best for you. Okay. And I thought it said 48, 48. Because I can't tell if that's a 48 or a 49. I don't know. Maybe 48, 48 is important to somebody. Did that number come through recently? I don't know. Something did. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And making sure there's no bugs in there when I bring it in the house. And I let you know when the extended is ready. Okay? And I'll see you in the morning. I love you guys. I also wanted to let you know that there's like 3 or 4 people I have with the life paths that's been done that I've been trying to send out, and the email keeps bouncing back. So they've been done. All right. You know who I just felt like been done? Nicki Minaj. She must sing a song. But it's like she's pushy in that song, right? But she's fun. There's something fun in that song. I don't know what song that is. Does she say like something like ding dong? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's empowering, I believe. It's one of those songs. Get you going. Get you moving. Get you moving again. I love you guys so muches. I have to go grab a couple of the decks for you guys for the extended. Alright, I'll see you mañana. I love you too. Anaconda. Yeah. Yeah, Anaconda don't want none because you got buns, hon. Who'd she bite that from, though? She bit that from a son way back in the day. Sorry, Nikki, but you bit that line. Anywho, it's one of those songs you can definitely move to. I love you guys. See you later, Gators. Sorry. Such a lady. I'm such a lady. I love you guys. I know somebody, my friend said that the other day. Remember we were talking about that? I'm like, I'm not ghetto. She was laughing the other day. She's like, you're a little ghetto. Because I was telling about people about where I go next, and I can't even actually talk about it. But I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, well, maybe a little bit, but like, but I don't feel ghetto at all. Like, I feel like grown up. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I guess I'm a little ghetto. I guess I'm a little ghetto. It's not ghetto fabulous. Well, I'm sure I'm ghetto fabulous, but like, I'm thinking more like ghetto sophisticated. Like you can't take the city out of me. You can't take that part, like where I grew up, like in Mass. You can't take that from me. You know what I mean? But I know how to be sophisticated too. I just have a smart mouth. You know, I got a smart ass sense of humor. You know, I can be a little sarcastic. I don't feel like any of that is conditioning. I feel like I am who I am. So, go be who you are. You know, you are who you are for a reason. That's just it, troops. Unless you know you're putting on a persona that you don't own. I can own mine. You know, like it's who I am. It's my character. So that's a big message for somebody. You know, own who you are. Don't be somebody you're not. You were put to be who you are. So, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. And again, I'll let you know when the extended is available, okay? Have a great rest of your day. I love you guys so much as too. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a bug in my mouth. You know? But you know what it just reminded me of? Some of you'd be like, no way. But see, that's how low key I am. I remember going to the bar and there was like there's fruit flies and liquor all the time because I drink liquor. And it was, can I have a straw? And I went to go like get the fruit fly out of the straw. And the bartender grabbed the drink, like I'll make a new one. I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you wasting the liquor? I can just fly out of my drink. Okay, McFly, don't waste the liquor. Doesn't matter if it's the companies or not. See, I told you I'm not high maintenance. I'm okay, right? But some people, God forbid, they would need a brand new drink. But if you ask me, you're a little stuck up. And I'm not gonna lie to you. And is that being a little judgmental? Maybe a little bit, but I'm not judging you in other ways. I'm just saying, stop being stuck up if you live a little. It's okay not to have mint on your dishes and, fine glasses and china and shit. Like, come back down to earth and ground yourself. All right? It's not like you're eating the freaking fly. Live a little, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Live a little. For those who, God forbid, can't take a fruit fly out of your drink. I don't know. It's nice to have luxury, but I hope you're grounded at the same time. I don't know. It's important to me, That whole mind, body, soul, using every aspect of your life, not letting one thing overpower another. It's the balance, the yin and the yang. So, anywho, I'm done yapping. I love you guys so much. Have a fantastic rest of your day. You too. I love you too.